Hi everyone, I'm Vicki, and today we are going to use a strategy to summarize a passage. The strategy we'll be using is the paragraph shrinking strategy from the PALS program to get the gist of each paragraph. It has 3 steps. Name the who or the what of the paragraph, which is the main person, animal, or thing. Tell the most important thing about the who or the what. Say the main idea in 10 words or less. An easy tool for 3rd graders to use for recording their information is a foldable. Today we are going to use a 3-tab foldable. I have included a template that you can use to make the foldable. You will first fold, hamburger fold on the dotted line, and commit to the crease. Next, you're going to cut on the 2 solid black lines. The front will be for our topic. On the inside top, we'll list the main idea, details of each paragraph. On the bottom, we'll write a summary or gist in 10 words or less of each paragraph, and then we'll compile those into one summary of the whole passage. When teaching any strategy, it's important to follow the I do, we do, you do teaching sequence. I do. The teacher explicitly models the strategy for students doing a think aloud, so students can see and hear how to use the strategy. We do. Involve the students in using the strategy as a whole class or with a partner. You do. Students independently practice using the strategy. This will ensure that students can use it successfully and allows the teacher to correct misunderstandings. I have chosen a 3rd grade passage from readworks.org titled The Human Body, Hiccups. I chose this passage because of the content, the length, and the number of paragraphs. Let's get started. Since this is a 3-paragraph passage, we will do an I do or model of the first paragraph. On the 2nd paragraph, you can do a we do with a whole class or partner. And then on the 3rd paragraph, a we do with a partner again. After this lesson, some students may be ready to do a you do, but others will need more time in we do during small group instruction. I am going to model my think aloud for how to write a summary using the paragraph shrinking strategy and our foldable with the first paragraph. The first thing I do whenever I read a passage is look at the title and any pictures or graphics. Since the title is The Human Body, Hiccups, this can be the title for the front of our foldable. Now I need to make a prediction. I believe it will be about someone who had the hiccups. Let's read to find out. As I read, I need to keep 2 things in mind. Who or what is each paragraph about, and what is the most important thing about the who or the what? Out of nowhere, in class, in the car, on the phone, or watching television, at any moment it can happen. Hiccup. The dreaded hiccup. Has anyone ever really found a cure for hiccups? Some people believe that holding your breath, drinking water, standing on your head, or doing all 3 at the same time can help cure hiccups. Nothing ever works. Why do we even get hiccups? Have you ever felt your eyebrow twitching? It starts suddenly just like hiccups. Both are caused by the same thing, muscle spasms. When you get the hiccups, a muscle in your chest starts contracting. It rushes air into your lungs. After air rushes in, the sudden closing of the valve at the top of your lungs causes the hic sound. This happens to us all throughout our bodies all the time. It is a natural bodily function. Luckily, most hiccups don't last that long. Only a few minutes at the most. However, there once was a man who had the hiccups for 68 whole years. Can you imagine? He had hiccups for 68 years through work and sleep. I guess he could have used a good scare. Well, my prediction that the whole passage would be about someone who has the hiccups isn't correct. This is an article about the hiccups. The first paragraph is mainly about hiccups, so the main idea for the first tab of my foldable is hiccups. My next question to answer is, what is the most important thing about the who or the what? Well, I see a couple of things. First, at any moment it can happen. Hiccup. All right can happen at any moment. As the first main idea on the first tab of my foldable. Next, I see that it talks about possible cures, but ends with nothing ever works. I think I will write, there is no known cure. Finally, I see a question. Why do we even get hiccups? All right, why do we get them? Now I have my what and some important details about the what. I need to see if I can write a 10-word or less summary of the paragraph. I'll do this on a Post-it first. You count for me as I state my summary and see if it's okay or if I need to shrink it. Hiccups happen when we least expect it, and nothing seems to work to get rid of them. But why do we get them? Oh my, now that's 23 words, so I need to shrink it. This is harder than I thought. Okay, so I don't know that ways to get rid of them is necessary. So I think what I'll say instead is, hiccups happen when we least expect it, but why? Now I have 9 words, so I'll write this on my foldable under paragraph 1, paraphrase. For the next paragraph, I would do a we do and enlist student help. I would have partners compose a summary statement on a Post-it prior to adding it to their foldable. That way the teacher can walk around and observe to see that students are being successful in writing a summary. I would do another we do practice with a partner for the 3rd paragraph. Once all paragraph summaries have been composed, it's time to write a summary of the whole passage. As you can see, my foldable has all of the paraphrases written, and now there's room at the bottom to combine them into one summary. It's important to know that the final summary will be short, but we do not have to stick to the 10-word rule. That is only for individual paragraphs. I can use the first statement, hiccups happen when we least expect it, but why, and build on that. The second statement says they are caused by muscle spasms in the chest. If I add the details to the first statement I have, I can make a compound sentence by adding a comma and, then add details from the last sentence. Now I have, hiccups happen when we least expect it, but why? They are caused by a muscle spasm in the chest and usually last just a few minutes, although they may be longer. Now I have a summary of the whole hiccup passage. So let's review. The paragraph shrinking or summarizing strategy has 3 steps. Name the who or the what of the paragraph. Tell the most important thing or things about the who or what. Write a summary of the paragraph using 10 words or less. Once we have a summary of each paragraph, they can be combined to make a succinct summary of the entire passage. This method of summarization will help your students to think more deeply about what they read. They'll be more successful in class discussions, classwork, and on assessments.